So we have a team meeting each week, and so we try to get all the coaches there, and then anybody that does any kind of back end work or management. So we have a team meeting each week. It's every Tuesday at 10. And I think it's really good to do that because it lets us all get on the same page. It lets us get anything that's on our mind, we get it out, we get it resolved, and we do all of this within an hour. So imagine if you had a business and you met an hour a week and got everything resolved. That's pretty much what we do. There may be some things left over, but I'm going to explain to you the structure of our meeting so you can see how we do it. So we start off the first 5 minutes giving what we call shout outs. And so you can give a shout out to anybody on the team for anything, so for an accomplishment. So if somebody puts on a good event, or if they actually like PR on a lift, or if they're coaching really well, whatever, you can give a shout out to anybody. So we do that for the first 5 minutes. I'll start off with a few good things. The meeting has started. All right, I would like to give a shout out to Emily for putting up the Snapcode pictures. And that may seem minor, but I think that's like a really big deal, little things like that, because just like making a Snapchat, or like just making something and like not like taking any action beyond it, like that kind of like stuff doesn't work.
The reason we do our meetings is because we are constantly planning and striving for excellence, not only for the gym, but our members. So can I give a shout out to Zach for just being thrown into the Olympic weightlifting class and doing an awesome job. I was here working out and I watched the whole thing go down, and I just think he did a great job there.
Double the amount of people there.
My favorite part of the meeting is in the very beginning when we talk about shout outs. And this is where we have an opportunity where we as coaches have observed our team while they are coaching a particular class. Like for instance, if the workout calls for stretching and we see that one of our coaches has gone over and above. And Erin, I have a shout out for Erin. She brings variety. When you put stretching up there, those people get some stretching done. And I'm telling you, that was awesome to watch. They were like pretzels. What? Yeah, so it was good to see. It really gets you thinking about coming into the gym and observing and really taking a look at our team and realizing just how great they are.
It's a fuse for the family.
Yeah, I was gonna say that as well.
It was a lot of fun.
It was.
Really cool.
I just kept expecting to see Steve Harvey.
I wanted to. I was going to wear a suit and walk out Steve Harvey. So my favorite part about our meetings is we always start off our meetings with good things. So good things can be anybody who got a PR this week, or you passed this test, you got this certification, or I got a PR, that person got a PR, or even, hey, we signed up 2 new members. Just all the good things that happen within the gym. So that's my favorite part of our meeting. To Aaron, William, and Carol for all.
Oh, 3 did 3?
Yeah.
Oh, yay, I get one.
Just for covering those classes yesterday. It was a rough day. Much appreciated.
We're glad to see you.
Oh, and then I had another one too for Fuse for showing up this morning. Like really, I mean, it's like when you never take off for being sick. Like that. Come on in, Kevin.
Say hi, Kevin. No. So, Bill, this is a little off subject, but I saw this and I just had to get it. Right? Are you ready for this? So it's a Buff Cookie Monster.
Oh.
Sugar Cameron Marty.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'd buy.
I mean, how can you not? Here you go, Bill. From Walmart.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's kind of like cereal.
I just couldn't help but get it for her.
Now, put it on. You're probably sleeping now.
Please work out, man.
I'm not gonna walk around the meeting with no shirt on.
Shout out to Zach for the live feed because that was pretty. Yeah, there was a lot of people commenting on it and like.
Then shout out to William for thinking of it.
Yes.
I think the biggest thing we get out of it is that we're all on the same page, and it really helps us come together and focus on what we want to accomplish within the gym.
And then we just go through every project. So we go through coaching, like Battle of the Fittest is a project. Any events we have coming up is a project. And the projects are not a discussion time. Just whoever's in charge of that project, whoever's in charge of marketing, they give a quick update. Whoever's in charge of coaching, quick update. Any other now?
Oh,
No,
wow.
I'm not.
I would have been so excited.
No, I'm kidding. I'm really kidding. I just want to sit right. Mark acted like he's going to pass out. Errol was like, yeah. And everybody else was.
Look, his friend.
Just thought I was so excited.
All right, no more announcements. All right, we'll move on to marketing. So I was talking with Zach yesterday, and we're about to flood the place with like free good content and entertaining content. So we had Snapchat, who's like getting a younger audience, and we have a video that Zach is filming for now, which we should have the first episodes coming out maybe a week from now, but it's going to be like a TV show on YouTube. It's the Daily CFA, so that'll come out twice a week. And then Randy's going to come next week and shoot a bunch of content videos, so I'll get with y'all on that. I like to put out, even if we do like 2 content videos a week instead of the one I've been doing, and then I'm going to get them to convert those to 60 seconds so we can fit them on Instagram too. Then we move on to projects. So we have, we go over our key performance indicators, which is KPIs, which is just numbers for the gym, like membership, retention rate, and we'll go back to KPI, that's key performance indicators. So we'll look at this real quick. So I guess the key numbers to look at here that are positive is number 8. Down here, these are all people going through our funnel right now, so if they've opted in or we're trying to call them back, or they haven't called us back, or they're scheduled for an appointment. But right now we have 15 people, one person plus 14. We have 15 people trying out the gym right now for 30 days. So that's good. So you'll probably be seeing, or I know you've already been seeing a lot of new faces. We've had 8 people sign up. Like those numbers tell us all different things about the gym. So we even look at like how many new leads we're getting in, and you know, if our leads are down, that means leads are like new people like coming in and just asking about the gym. That probably means like our marketing is not doing very well. The way we market is we just give out free content. So we don't do like typical advertising and typical sales tactics. We just give away a bunch of free content, like through our ebooks, through our videos. We teach people, we give a lot of value up front, and we want to give people so much value so they're finally like, okay, whatever you do, I'm ready to come and enjoy. And when I say value, like it should really help them. So we look at that. So we know if our leads are down, maybe our content is not that good. And then we look at our retention rate. If we have a lot of members leaving us, we have actually a 96% retention rate. So that means that every month, 96% of the members are staying with us. So we lose a few members every month, you know, on average, probably like 2 to 4. But if that number jumps up, then we look at how we're running things at the gym. And so we know like, all right, the number's up, a good bit of people left. Is there a specific reason we couldn't help? Or is it a reason that we can make better to make people's experiences better? So that's one kind of like project, I guess you can call.
Meetings benefit the gym and the members by helping the coaches pretty much. It helps us get motivated again and helps us learn how to improve our coaching techniques.
Do you have anything on facility?
whiteboard. If y'all ever like notice, I guess just on like facility, like if y'all ever notice like there's something that needs to be done around the gym, or we're missing something, we ran out of something, like just make sure, just like to mention it to me. I may already like have it written down, but just be like, hey, I'm kind of out of markers. All right, cool. Why some markers? Just remind everybody, just to let me know.
One of the things I get out of the meetings is we all get to talk and discuss our ideas and plans and put things together to make our gym a better place.
Let's see, Battle of the Fitness. Do you got any people we have
On that, a lot. I mean, I know you posted the movements. A lot of people on the scale are freaking out because they're full up. Like I've heard a few people say they want to pull out now because they don't know. Just that. Right now we have 63 teams signed up.
64.
65.
66.
We're gonna beat that.
Yeah, but in general,
Right at 70.
you know, pretty much every time we make a post, like 3 or 4 teams.
Okay.
Yeah, right now we have like a lot of money being spent on Facebook and that, so if you'll just like every couple of days let me know.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
once it stops, I need to stop those ads. Whatever y'all do. And then at the end, we do something called tensions. So if anything that's on your mind, we talk about and we resolve it till it's no longer a tension in your mind. So tensions can be good or bad, but you know, a tension may be every time I come into the gym, there's like the gym floor is messy and it's bothering me. So we'll talk about that until it's resolved. And like we don't move on until, you know, my tension with the gym floor is dirty, like we don't move on until we come up with a solution. So maybe someone like the facility manager says, okay, I'm gonna add an extra person to clean it every day. And I think, okay, that resolves my tension, so we'll move on. And that, like I said, a tension could be anything. It could even be something good. If somebody has an idea to do an event for members, you know, maybe they say member event, and we'll talk about that, and we'll say, okay, we're gonna have the event on this, we're gonna take the first steps to planning. Does that solve your tension? And they're like thinking, well, yeah, it's, you know, we have a plan to carry out that event that I wanted. So yeah, that solves my tension. And that way, like, everybody gets to speak what's on their mind. And the way that we do that is, first we go around the room and everybody says one word to get on a tension list. So if mine was floor being clean, I would say clean floor. And everybody would say one word. Then it comes back to me and I get to discuss what my tension is. So they said, William, you said clean floor, like what's your tension? I'll talk about it. And then once the tensions are all settled, end of the meeting. Oh, it's too late now, you already moved me.
I was gonna see if y'all want to mess with Shelly some more.
Oh, yeah. No, she's gonna get.
So my favorite part of the meetings is the tensions part, because we can really start joking around and laugh. Have fun. I don't know.
And then tensions.
My favorite part of the meetings actually is the tensions, because we get to discuss, like, you know, what we want to change, and plus it's fun. We have a lot of fun doing that. A lot of fun comments.
All right. Thieves.
Announcements. And Facebook.
Zach.
No, I mean,
Shelley.
Cubbies and Big Ass Fan.
I mean, that's legit what it's called. I'm not just trying
Yeah.
to be dirty.
Aaron. Carol.
Processes. And crusty edges. I think we should have more crusty edges.
That one out. That's too great.
Program.
Okay, so what I get out of the meetings is coming together as a team and listening to all of the coaches, what their idea is of how to better our gym and our members.
And then Snapchat, so I just want to make sure we're following that schedule. And then on the workout updates, if, like, I really want it to be like somebody like demoing the movements. I mean, I've always been lax about this, but just whenever, and we just need to all be more accountable to each other. Like, accountable to me and each other, though. Like, when something's said to be done, like, we do it and we all do it and we like carry it out till it's finished. So it's like, okay, that's exactly like what so-and-so wanted. And I'm gonna start holding people more accountable, and y'all like feel free to hold other people accountable too. Not in that, I mean, it doesn't have to be negative, it's just like,
Just a reminder.
like, hey, this needs to be done. Yeah, and it shouldn't. Just to let you know, for me, like, I know when people don't do things. I mean, I don't always like say it. I even never say it, but I know, like, man, this was supposed to be done and it's not being done. So like, just so you know, like, personally, I may not say anything, but I know it's not being done. And I don't want to have to remind people, and I don't think anybody else wants to have to remind people. So like, let's just, like, I'll step it up and be more accountable and do those little things. Okay. Mission. So let's spend a little bit of time on this. So, just the mission of CrossFit Alexandria, and like why we exist. Like, this is a little more serious attention. Not just something to breeze over. So, all of us give a lot of time to CrossFit Alexandria, even if you're not like up here as much as Fuse is. Like, any amount of time is part of your life. So like, you want to give your life to something valuable. Like, you want to feel good. I realize, like, you giving any hours of your life to this business is, I mean, I really appreciate that, because it's much more than whatever it is we pay you. Like, even if we doubled what we pay you, like, that's part of your life you're giving. So, so one, I just want y'all to feel good about like what you're giving your life for, because everybody in here is very good at what they do. So it's like, if you're doing it for money, like, anybody can, I mean, you can like get a job somewhere. So I really want to make sure, and me too, like, giving my time, I want to make sure that it's, for a good mission. And I would like to define our mission, something like very succinct, is that the right word? Like, succinct and clear, so we all understand what it is, and so other people understand what it is, and so it can guide us. And so days are like when we don't feel like, man, I don't feel like doing this, it's like, all right, back to the mission, like, why am I doing this? Driven, they just don't realize.
Right.
Like, if they come and reach out to us, like, they're driven, they just may not consider themselves driven.
Right, exactly.
Motivation, motivate, use that word somewhere.
Okay, yeah.
Or inspire.
Yeah,
Motivate and inspire.
Yeah.
Instead of driven.
So I also think
To be
So
driven.
like, people that are motivated, or people that are inspired to,
Because it's really cool when
Even
somebody
if they
says,
are going to motivate you, or either motivate you.
motivate you.
So I think one of the biggest people who get a lot out of our gyms are the most consistent people. The
Yeah.
people who come a lot. So if maybe somehow we can add like a time, or like consistently routine, somehow add that in there, because I think that's a big deal. Because I mean, you can come here and you can come once a week and you may not get a lot out of it.
That's true.
Where I think people who come consistently, they're the ones who get the most out of it.
Don't we just
Driven
mark
people,
off
though,
through
to
fitness?
experience success through fitness, I like that.
Or for like a
We
lifetime.
can cut off through fitness.
Mm-hmm.
The place driven people go to
Well,
experience success.
so the reason I wanted to include fitness is like, just get back to that what, because I don't want it to be, because should I get caught into that, like, well, what do you do? We change people's lives. Like, what does that mean? I mean,
Yeah, it means
so like,
different things for different people.
yeah, but that's why I just wanted to throw in
Through
fitness, so we can say, like, we don't change people's lives through
We don't-
paper machetes, we do it through.
I feel like somehow, we have a lot of members still falling through the cracks on announcements.
All right, so let's decide on like the standard here. So if class is
I'm not
not
a
gonna be,
coach.
if
Here.
class is, if we're not gonna have class on the day,
It needs to be like posted
written
on
on the
everything.
board,
Can we have the announcement section back on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
good.
we can put
Yeah.
And
it,
that reminds me sometimes.
Right. Yeah.
okay. So
Yeah, let's
we're
do
gonna
that.
put, if a class is gonna be canceled, it's gonna go on the board.
Whatever will work for
Yeah.
you guys.
Well, it's going on everything else too, Facebook, all that.
Yeah, I think just post it on the board, even if the coach forgets, like most people go and read the board anyways.
Yeah.
And then-
They'll see it every day.
Yeah, and then I guess the next one's Facebook, which is kind of the same thing. It's like we still need to be like adding like new members as they come in and members who aren't on it as well. Because like
They're added when they come.
we post a lot of things to Facebook, but I feel like a lot of people they may be on it, but they may not.
Let me
Look at
ask, do they have to be a friend of yours to add them?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, if you have their email, is what Johanna does, if you have their email, you can put it in and then email them.
Okay.
Like them to.
So whatever email
And
they
I
sign
can
up
do
with,
respond. Okay.
yeah, we could, like, right now, you
Didn't
can
know
look
if
over
there
there,
was a way
I don't
around.
think like Tess, it tells you like Tessa hasn't responded, so it's gonna respond.
Okay.
One thing I never wanted in the gym was to like go around and like have all these rules. Like you see gyms, like load your weights, don't do this, throw away your trash. I was like, I don't want all that. People should know that.
Yeah, they
Alright,
should.
but, okay. Bro, let's skip because fuses broke around.
All right, so like it was really just programming. So like the programming for like the next cycle, if y'all have like any ideas, like anything y'all think that like we need to add in, just like make a note and like let me know about it. And you know, like any kind of programming y'all have heard, like anything like good or bad from people about the program, like it'd be good for me to know so that way like as I'm programming for the future, like I can take all that into account. All right, I think that our meetings help the members specifically in the way our programming goes, what we're trying to give to our members, and that they get the most bang for their buck for why they're coming, and they get the best experience because we're about giving an experience and helping people grow and change. And then as coaches, how it helps us to have clarity on why we're here and to always remind us all the good things we're doing within the